In this segment of Ask Andy, we're going to talk about diesel additives. We talked earlier about gasoline additives, and now we're going to go into farther depth of a diesel additive. Again, as I said before, most applications, most people don't use any additives at all, which in this day and age is a real bad thing to do. You need to keep an additive in your diesel engine to keep that thing going for a long period of time, lots of kilometers, trouble-free driving. And here's the reason why. I'm going to get a little bit more technical side. When they went to low sulfur fuel, they got rid of a whole bunch of additives in the fuel that now are gone away. So, for example, they've gone to the sulfur part of it being low sulfur. The number one thing they got rid away from was cetane, and cetane is an octane. So now you're buying a diesel that is not as higher potent for firing of the engine internally. So it's like buying regular gasoline or premium gasoline. Well, now if you use a diesel additive, you can actually have premium diesel fuel all the time. And as we all know, and maybe we don't know a little bit on the technical side of a diesel engine, it doesn't have a spark plug. When it fires, and the way it fires the fuel, it fires under compression and under heat. So if I can make that fuel ignite better and quicker, obviously the engine is going to run better, throttle response is going to be better, and the number one thing we're always after is fuel mileage. So on the technical side of diesel additives, here's what the difference is. On a normal place, and we sell lots of these additives at Unlimited Performance, normally you're going to take a whole bottle like this into about a 100-liter tank. Okay, so using this whole bottle in a 100-liter tank, that doesn't seem too bad. Well, what if I can give you a product that you're going to add 2 ounces for a 100-liter tank? Well, number one is the cost is going to be different, but here's the trick of it. The additive that we had before is a great additive, and we sell lots of it as well, but 90% of this additive is a filler. So meaning 10% of this is the actual concentrate of the actual additive. So you're buying a filler. So when you go to the other ones where they're more of a concentrate, you're using 2 ounces to do the same as a whole bottle did. Well, economic-wise, this works out to about 25 cents a treatment. It's not very expensive. So the pluses of this, another thing that you can think in the back of your mind is, well, why should I use a diesel additive? Well, in a diesel engine, as I talked about before, the cetane. So number one, it's an octane. The other thing is it's a lubricant. So it lubricates. Well, why do I need a lubricant in a diesel engine? It lubricates the pump. It lubricates the injectors, it lubricates all the O-rings internal. When they went to low sulfur fuel, they got rid of a lot of that additive. So now, they don't care if your engine prematurely uses injectors or uses a CP3 pump, which is the main pump in the engine, or the pump that's in the tank. They don't care about that. Well, what we're doing is the manufacturer that we carry at Unlimited Performance is helping you to get longevity out of all those parts. And those parts internal in a diesel engine, we all know are expensive. The other factor what comes into play, and it doesn't matter what brand you buy, and we carry lots of different versions. The other thing what you do is, besides the cetane part of it, besides the lubricant part of it, the other thing is it's also a cleanser. What does it do? Like I talked earlier on the gasoline engines, it cleans. So if it cleans and the injector can spray better, just like I talked about earlier with a shower head comparable to having droplets, the fuel's going to get burnt, the fire in the hole is going to be better. What is that? Better throttle response, better fuel economy, better drivability. Getting up that hill, going to make it a little bit easier. This is not going to make mileage difference to the point of you're going to get 20%, 15%. You might get 2 to 5%, but if the engine runs better, you don't have to put your foot in as much. That's how you go up the hills, and that's how you maintain your speed driving down the highway. The other thing that this does, when you buy any type of additive, and it doesn't matter which one we do, like I said, we carry. The other thing that I want to get into is you have to look at the color of the fuel. The color of the fuel, the fuel additive, not the fuel. When you see the additive, see the color difference? One is a little bit golder, one's a little bit darker. The darker the additive, in the technical term is, there's more cetane. And cetane is what I talked about earlier, is the octane boost. That's the most expensive part of the additive to buy. So a lot of companies will tell you to use obviously more than normal, like I said, and also the color difference. So that's the reason why a lot of these companies can't get away with using 2 ounces per 100 liters. They have to use a whole complete bottle. And in essence, the other thing what this does too as well is, like I talked about earlier, is about the lubricant part of it. The other thing what it does too as well is it gets rid of water disbursement. Well, if you live anywhere in Western Canada or even in the Pacific Northwest, you see weather change, right? What happens when you get weather change, you get condensation. Well, this type of additives, doesn't matter what brand it is, will eliminate the condensation or help control the condensation. Water and diesel don't mix together. They don't work very good. It doesn't ignite very good. It plugs filters up and things like that. So that's another part of the additive. Say, for example, you've got a 2015, 2014, 2016 vehicle. Well, should I use this in a brand new vehicle? Absolutely. What does this do? Like I talked about earlier, the cleanser. The cleanser is for cleaning the diesel particulate filter, which goes into your regeneration every time to clean out your catalytic converter diesel particulate filter. These additives have a high concentrate of cleansing in it. So if it cleanses and keeps that filter clean, it doesn't have to go in regeneration as much. So then, the last thing, if there's the guy, for example, that obviously doesn't do any maintenance at all and says, you know what, I don't think this stuff works. What we do here at Unlimited Performance is we start with a super concentrate. This super concentrate goes into the tank. Basically, what the best way to do it is have the tank completely empty, pour the whole bottle into the empty tank, fill the tank so that way it mixes around, and then use this. The advantages of this is going to be, number one is it's going to start doing a high detergent cleanse, but it's not going to plug filters. You're going to have a little bit of aroma when the vehicle's running, and the reason that is because it's doing its job. It's cleansing and cleaning what you haven't done. If you get into the regular maintenance program where you're using this product all the time, the program gets cheaper because, again, you're only using 1 to 2 ounces, depending. So why would you use this over anything else? Well, the idea behind it is, again, any additive is going to make a difference. So if you want to even get better cost-effective wise, you can even buy the additive in larger containers. So now you're even cutting the costs even more. So what did we talk about earlier, 25 cents? It's going to be even less than that. So the whole bottom line is if you don't use an additive at all, you need to try some. And if you're really unsure, at Unlimited Performance, we also carry what they call the Sure Shot. This is a highly concentrated, small bottle to show the customer he's going to get a little bit of a change right away. Is this a magic in the bottle? No, it's a very concentrate just to show you spending some money on an additive is going to make a difference. We do this for gasoline and we also do it for diesel. But ideally, and the whole part of this concept that we're trying to get across is using a diesel additive in a gasoline or a diesel engine is going to help hugely. It's a regular maintenance thing that you do. Longevity is going to be better, and obviously, if that's going to be your goal, and you want to keep the vehicle, and vehicles are expensive of today, it's going to make a change. So it's not magic in a bottle. Just go into a regular maintenance program, and you're going to see the differences. And we have all this product available at Unlimited Performance all the time. And we appreciate you listening today. Thanks very much.